Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back again doing your mid-January 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Gemini. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I do have a website, it's oracledaphne.com. I just created it in December, which I'm really excited about. So if you'd like a private reading, feel free to click on my calendar page and pick a day and time that works best for you, and I will and email me, let me know, and I will get you in. So it's very easy to get scheduled. And that way, and I just posted all of my February availability as well. So if you'd like to book something a little bit farther out, that's fine too. So again, this is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in Gemini. And I do want to say a big thank you for everyone for subscribing and liking and sharing all my videos. And I do respond to everybody on Twitter, so you can always message me on Twitter, say hi, or follow me on Twitter. It's at Oracle Daphne. I'm big into doing the hashtags with these videos, so definitely follow the trends because I like starting new trends. It's just something that I'm into. So anyways, I'm just going to let it spread for you just to see what you guys get. You may be in a relationship with an Aries, or there may be someone who has, like, it could be Aries, Taurus, or Capricorn. This could be, your mom, your dad, somebody who's very strong. Because you have the Mr. Right card crossing you, which is excellent. There is kind of a little bit of a hitch, though. There's a couple things that are I'm not feeling right now. So I'm just going to start with the card that's crossing you, which is the King of Pentacles. Okay, and the King of Pentacles is usually a Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or Aquarius male. I don't usually see it as you, Gemini. If you have a lot of strong, one of those other planets or something in your chart, that would make sense. But I don't generally see it as being you. And the thing that's connected to it is you have this Ten of Swords crowning you. So I'm not feeling it because it's sort of just, this is a painful energy. This is an energy that's very drained, very tired. To me, this has become, in my mind, the Gemini card. Because I see, this is a girl who's very frail, who's kind of just very, I want to say leafy, who's a string bean. Could be a guy too, who's a string bean, who's just very, who's not taking care of herself. She's not taking care of herself. She's letting other people take her energy, leech her energy. She's getting pulled down by either other people, the haters, the bitches, the liars, the cheaters, whatever. Family sometimes it can be, but it also can be the fear of failure too. So Gemini guys or girls, this is the fear of failure. Now, a lot of times Gemini females specifically, I want to say, have eating disorders. They either eat too much or they eat nothing at all. They go from two extremes. It can be a guy too with an eating disorder, because a lot of guys have eating disorders as well. And it's interesting because this could also be, say you have like a Gemini moon, but like your sun's in Sagittarius. I don't know why. I associate this red color with the Sagittarius. I don't know why. Red is Sagittarius. I see things in colors. I've always had association with colors, but I never really talk about it. It's just something that in my mind, that's how I associate things. And so each sign is a different color in my mind. That's just how I see it. So it could be also, and Sagittarius is your shadow, also Gemini. So middle of January, Geminis across the board, guys, girls, you may be either in a relationship with a Sagittarius, or you may have some Sagittarius in your chart, or you may be operating from the negative side of Gemini, which is the shadow Sagittarius, which is doing too much, overdoing it, not knowing your limits, not eating right, not sleeping right, stressing out, feeling very exhausted, very tired, very drained. Bottom line, okay? I feel like it's more that. It also could be, for some of you, it's the fear of failure, or it's the holy terror card of getting hurt, okay? But I feel like it's more failure than getting hurt, because I feel like you've got a lot of positive energy, a lot of green cards showing up for you mid-January. So it's like, to me, this fear is completely unfounded. It's not going to happen. Like, you're going to be fine. You just are afraid. You just, number one, you need to take better care of yourself. If you are in a relationship with a Sagittarius or Scorpio, I was about to say Scorpio, so it could be Scorpio too. I don't know why, but it could be Scorpio. You need to make sure that they are not draining you. Make sure that they are not, or even another partner. It may not have to be them, but it could be another partner, somebody else who's draining you. If you're in a relationship with someone, they could be draining you significantly. Partnership, even friends, even family members. Somebody's around you that's taking your energy, or you're doing something that's draining you significantly. Now, some of you may be in school, you may be studying a lot, and some of you just may be working too much, or just be, doing too much in your career. Okay. Because you have the foundation as a star card, and the star card is the career track, but it also is about becoming very well known in the field that you're in. So for ladies specifically, I feel like this is you. Can also be guys too. Doesn't have to be ladies, but it could be also a guy who doesn't know their own divinity, and they haven't yet discovered what is their I want to say their gift. And it's interesting, this came up also for, I think it was Taurus, or it may have been Aries. Could have been Taurus or Aries. I don't remember now. But basically, this came up where it's about really knowing your own worth and coming into your own power. And a lot of times it happens just overnight. This is overnight success. But it's becoming very well known. It's becoming very well known for something. And you may not even know what that something is yet, but it's going to happen, okay? So you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. First the King crossing you, then the Queen in the immediate future. This could be your parents, okay? You may have some very strong, Earth-type parents, either Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is, to me, your mom and your dad, okay? This could also be brother, sister, and this could be, one of them could be you, again, or, both of them could be you. In certain circumstances, but I feel like this is family stuff. I feel like for some of you, it's family related, where you are getting drained by your dad, or you're getting drained by your mom, or you're getting drained by both your parents. But I, at the same time, I feel like they are very financially supportive of you, or they are very supportive of you in general. They may be the foundation for you, where you may be living at home still. Which I tell people is the kiss of death if you're trying to get laid, okay? No. And one of you, or both of you, or all of you may be psychic, because you have the World's card, and this is psychic ability. This is looking deeply into things. This is also a card about prosperity. I'm going to show these cards together. The World plus the 9 plus the King and Queen of Pentacles. All 4 of these cards together is very strong. You may come from a wealthy family, or your family may just have money, or you may have money through your own hard work and efforts. But like all 4 together, that's a lot of green. It's a lot of cash. You know what I'm saying? And there's just a lot of financial support there. You may already know this, you may not know this, but this is, I feel like you have a good, solid foundation, financial foundation. It gets confusing because the King and Queen of Pentacles are not usually Geminis. So they really could be anybody in your life. Again, it could be you. For Gemini guys that are watching this with like I said, an Aries or Earth sign that's in your chart somewhere, or you could be Gemini female and just kind of being in a place of prosperity and abundance in the immediate future, which you don't necessarily see. Some of you may be getting pregnant, or some of you already may be pregnant, or some of you may want to become pregnant, because this Queen of Pentacles is also fertility. Both the King and Queen of Pentacles a lot of times can symbol somebody who wants children, somebody who wants a child, somebody who's gets pregnant easily. So be careful, Gemini, if you are watching this and you are of childbearing age and you are looking to get pregnant, okay? The thing is that there is also this sadness for some reason, this loneliness, Miss Lonely Hearts. You've got Miss Lonely Hearts coming in from the outside, which is sadness and loneliness, after a breakup. I don't necessarily feel like, there was any kind of breakup. There could have been heartbreak recently, mid-January, but I don't necessarily feel like it was from like a long-term partner. It could have just been somebody who hurt you, said something to you, a friend, again, a family member, somebody that hurt you. Because I see this Five of Pentacles as somebody who's crying in bed and lonely, feeling like they're never going to find love. When are they going to find love? When are they getting into a relationship? And this could be a guy or girl, okay? And love is there. They will find love. It's just that they don't see it. And they don't think it's possible anymore. They don't believe it in anymore. So, it's very important for you to see the positive and be positive, because being a wet blanket is like an anti-guy repellent. Okay, it's actually an anti-girl repellent too. No one wants to. You can't make love to someone who's really hysterically crying. I mean, it's just hard to make love to somebody. So you need to imagine that that energy. You want to be happy. You want to find things in your life that make you happy. It's very important. You may have a cat or a dog that really loves you. You may have other animals that really love you. And you may have like a best friend who loves you. And know that, and I feel like it's a female, okay? Female best friend. It could be also another Gemini too. It could be Gemini combination, or somebody who has Gemini in their chart, where they're always trying to cheer you up. And I feel like they're a very positive influence. I don't know why. It's just somebody who's like around, who's just a very positive influence. They also may be psychic. There's someone here, there's several people here actually that may be psychic. Psychic people around you. You may be contacting psychics. You may be psychic. Like a parent could be psychic. A friend could be psychic. There's a lot of psychic people around you, I want to say. And in the position of your attitude in the future, okay, towards the end of January, you have the Devil, which is doing a job just for the money, okay, doing something just for the money, being chained to the money, having that little devil in your head that says you're never going to be anything, you're never going to amount to anything, you're just going to stay in that dead-end job forever, or you're never going to have that partner. It's never going to happen for you. Because that, you know what I mean? It's not that negative crap. It's just crap that's just like you need to let that go. You need to break free of that. Because to me, it's not true. It's not real. The devil is like an illusion. And I pulled a card, and I want to say, for those of you who's single and looking, I feel like you're going to meet a fire sign male. This is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, okay? Or you may be this guy. You may be this very strong King of Wands guy, because again, you could be like the Gemini female that's sort of in their shadow side, which is doing too much and going all the time and feeling very tired and kind of sick and kind of drained. The person that has the ongoing cold and flu, like always. Or you may be the guy that's the Gemini guy that's actually really, really empowered, that has a lot of positive energy, that like almost has too much fire energy. They're in their shadow self, but it's the positive side. It's actually really, really good. And they're they're going, but it's positive. They're getting a lot done. They're getting a lot accomplished. They get their way. They get what they want. They're the boss. This is the boss, okay? This could be somebody in your life. This could be you. And you need to sort of become empowered and be in control, okay? If there's a situation that's restrictive for you, that feels like you're chained to the devil, you know, relationship that's not good, or you've given your heart away to someone who doesn't deserve it, take it back, because this is not healthy for you, you know? The King of Wands is somebody who you would meet this person, I feel, in the future. And I'm getting a tingle on that. So I feel like this is like who you'd become if you weren't in a negative place. This is potential also. This is like your future self almost. It's almost like, you know, a young Gemini acting from their positive shadow would be someone who's like embraced their shadow. Someone who would be like really, really energetic, happy-go-lucky, full of life, you know, very social, very friendly, very outgoing, and who's kind of embracing life and is very strong, you know, like gets their own way, has to have their own way. You may have red hair, because this to me is a lot of fire energy, and Geminis can have red hair. Because again, their shadow is the Sag, and I associate the Sagittarius with red hair. And it's interesting because I'm talking a lot about Sagittarius in this reading, but it's the aspects of the personality, okay? And I do focus a lot on the shadow more than maybe other people do. It's kind of it's like the example of, say, the Aquarius female, sun sign Aquarius, born in winter time, who becomes, you know, their shadow is the Leo, who becomes super uber famous, because the shadow with all that fire energy, it's not a shadow, it's like they're lit up. They have that, when they embrace their shadow or embrace, you know, what might be construed as the negative or what they've already learned, sort of they become more than they already are. And they just become like uber famous, like I said. So anyways, enough about that. I just think that this King of Wands is you, your future self, being very positive, being very happy-go-lucky, very outgoing, and getting what you want. This is also pure determination. I wrote in this card pure determination, being very determined to get what you want. Rather than waiting for, you know, rather than letting the devil take it from you, you're like, no, 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 this is mine. You know, rather than giving your heart to the devil, you're going to give your heart to this person who actually does deserve it, who is a very good person. The King of Wands can be a very good person. Somebody who's, like I said, very outgoing, very warm, very kind, very considerate. You have a lot of you have 2 kings, 1 queen here. That's a lot of, like, I want to say older people. But you may be younger, and, you know, like I said, you may be kind of stepping into the King of Wands shoes, if you're male. For those females, you know, you're blocking, you are blocked from meeting the King of Wands, or you're blocked from even considering the King of Wands, because in a way, you're obsessed. The devil is obsession with, love. You're obsessed with love, and you feel like you're never going to get it, and because you're obsessed either with a certain person or with love, that's blocking you from this guy. And the outcome here for you is the King of Swords. So again, we have 3 kings now. 3 kings. So you may be a very high-powered individual. You know, when I see a lot of kings and queens, it's a lot of older people, but it can also be a lot of maturity. You may be a very mature person. You may be coming into a lot of your own power, and you may become very well known. Again, I've said uber famous in this reading a couple of times, so you may actually be uber famous, or you may wish to be famous, or wish to have fortune, or striving for all of that. You know, for those of you who have a job. You may just be in it for the money, not doing it for, because you love it, but because it pays you very well. So you have to be careful because it can block you. Being in that mindset, it can block you. But I think a lot of you, it is a relationship that you wish to break out of, that you wish to get out of, that you maybe for whatever reason you feel like you can't get out of it. Geminis have a hard time because they're very focused on other people, like Libras are actually. And, it's almost like Geminis have a difficult time. Pisces and Geminis, I feel like they're kind of the two signs that are kind of more like the pushovers, you may be or act like the King of Wands, Gemini, and being very like, you may be the boss, you may be the CEO, you may be kind of high powered, but at the same time, if people push you hard enough, you'll cave. Which is cute, which is really cute, because there's not enough people who are willing to give in. The Gemini wants to be loved. The Gemini wants to be appreciated. So eventually, the Gemini really just wants to be loved, and the Gemini just wants that attention, that positive attention, not the negative attention. So, yeah, it's cute. Anyway, so the King of Swords, though, is a deceased loved one that's around you in spirit, most likely. And it's usually like a male figure, but it can be female sometimes. But it's also being looked out by heaven. So whatever their situation is, whether you're feeling really low right now, you could be feeling really, really low. But there's also highs and lows here. Highs and lows, the universe stretching you. You're the elastic band. You're that person that's like, I can't take it anymore. You're at that breaking point, but don't hang on, because I feel like things are going to improve. Things will improve for you. You're going to find a person, whether you know it or not, to love. You are loved. There are people that love you. And especially your deceased loved ones really, really love you and support you in spirit. And whatever the trouble is, whatever the relationship drama is, whatever the drama is, let it go. It's not even going to be worth fighting for, honestly. And if you're doing a job just to do it, consider doing something you love. That's my suggestion, because it will be so much more worthwhile. And when you actually make money doing something you love, it's going to just feel like a breath of fresh air. And you are an air sign. So that's all that I have to really say for this video. Thank you guys again so much for liking and subscribing to all my videos. I appreciate it so much. And definitely reach out to me if you'd like a private reading. Again, check out my calendar page on my website. I'll provide all the links for you guys. And stay tuned for more videos. I will be back in February. So I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care. All the best.